When I was a little girl in Cuba, my mom always made toast for snacks for me and my siblings. Toast made with bodega bread, the daily loaf given to each person in Cuba. That's what you get. I sometimes got bored of always having the same toast, but we had no other options or food. Honestly, it was toast every day, and eventually I got tired of it. However, now I'm making myself some toast with butter for breakfast, because they remind me of home. Also, some tea helps since I've had a sore throat lately. I wish I could eat my mom's toast again, but in a free country. So why am I eating this? It's just that I don't have any food. I have very few things left, and that's what I had. So today we're going grocery shopping, and I'm gonna show you. Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Anita Mato, a Cuban living in Galicia, Spain. Yes, I'm sick with a mild cold, but I told myself, Anita Mateo, are you really not going to record videos this week? That can't be, since you need to work to buy food. That's actually the topic of today's video. I'll be grocery shopping alone in Spain. And also to tell you that I've changed my way of eating a lot. And the things I buy. I used to buy many unhealthy things because naturally when you arrive from Cuba, you want to try everything. Try sweets, try processed foods, try things that come frozen. A lot of things I had never tried before. But obviously this year I've started a routine that's a bit healthier. I'm going to the gym, so I've changed my diet to eat healthier, more natural foods. By the way, I got a new sofa, and this is my new corner. I wanted one for a while since I moved the old one to the bedroom. In the second bedroom, the sofa that came with the house was unattractive, somewhat broken and uncomfortable. I took advantage of Black Friday discounts and bought a new sofa. Well, I hope you don't mind too much this weird obsession I have. We're going to go grocery shopping, and I'll also be telling you about some of my favorite things that I always tend to buy. As I already told you, my shopping habits have evolved and changed a lot. I've chosen to eat much healthier things. And also, now that I shop just for myself, I spend a lot less money. So let's see how much I spend. I remember before when I first arrived, each time I went shopping, I used to spend around 70 to 80 euros. Now that I do much smaller shopping, I usually spend less than 30 euros. Every time I go, what is true is that I go much more frequently. For example, sometimes my friend Tai helps me buy heavier things by driving me. Generally, I go shopping, but not for big trips with lots of items anymore. Wow, in this big bag and in the cart, I have one of those carts. I buy little by little as I need things. I keep a list on my phone, noting what I need on Monday and don't go again until, say, Thursday when I need something else. That way I don't have to carry as many bags. Today I'll show you my purchases from this week, since as I mentioned, I shop several times a week. Usually Monday and Thursday or Monday, Wednesday and Friday or similar. If I run out of bread on Saturday, I go and buy some bread. So, well, that's it. Without much chit-chat, let's get started with the video. By the way, subscribe, like, join, everything is coming. There's a new video here. Please support this channel. Sorry for this voice, if it bothers you, my love, but what can I do? My voice is my instrument, and my instrument got damaged. Should I make a video this week or not? Or should I do it and use this slightly damaged instrument? Well, that's it. First of all, I'm going to show you the purchase I made on Monday. Today I'm recording, today is Wednesday. On Monday, without a cold, I did some shopping, that's it. Let's shop, and I'll show you some of my favorite things. And my favorite supermarket is Mercadona. I know it's not the cheapest, but I just like Mercadona. I do my shopping little by little as I need things. Oh, it's so hot. I no longer shop in bulk since I don't have to carry the bags myself. But well, one thing that's happening to me is that since I'm going to the gym, I went straight from the gym to do the shopping. And one thing that's happening to me is that I have a lot more strength to carry my bags. It's like, I have to carry them by myself, but thanks to the gym, I'm strong and I can do it. And I bought a lot of things, This is a little heavy. And sometimes I carry two, and I can do it. Now I'm going to show you what I bought. And this is my lunch now because I got really hungry after the gym and bought a potato omelette from Mercadona. Not the one that's in plastic, like on the counter. This is the one that's like freshly made. This is the one I like. It's good. It's not like a regular omelette. Do you know any restaurant? but it's like out of all the ones I've tried from the supermarket, the one I like the most acceptable one. I bought this toilet paper which is similar to a wet wipe. For tomato puree, I buy this one which is like an artisanal recipe. I don't buy the one that comes in a little carton, you know, the square one. I used to buy that one because it was cheaper, but now I'm on a healthy plan. I kind of keep myself informed and buy the things that I think are healthier and that I see on the internet. 2 avocados. They were green. I take them now. I take them when they're green. I don't buy them ripe. I get them green and let them ripen. Because when you take them already ripe, what happens is that sometimes they're already bad inside, like spoiled, and I don't buy them like that. Eggs are something I can't go without. People who work out need lots of eggs and protein. Did you get those probiotic yogurts? Probiotics are good bacteria that go to your gut and are good for your digestive health. Some mushrooms for a recipe I want to make with chicken breast and mushrooms in cream sauce. Some butter. I'm not a big fan of butter, but the other day sometimes I get hungry, a quick snack, you know? A little crazy, I got classic toast crackers, added a bit of butter, and they taste much better. It reminds me of Cuba because I remember that my mom in the houses where I lived in Cuba with my mom and my grandma, I lived with a lot of people. With the cream from the milk when they boiled milk in Cuba, since you have to boil it at home or it spoils. We used to make homemade butter from cream, eat it on toasted bread, and I loved it. This reminds me of Cuba. Sometimes I snack on cherry tomatoes. I mean, look, I want to make this pasta. This is my favorite. It's the one I always buy. I really like it. With cherry tomatoes and with these shrimp. This homemade recipe, my love, this turns out delicious. And these breaded chicken pieces from Mercadona, these 2 things, chicken and omelette, lots of protein. This is what I'm going to have for lunch today. There are vegetables. Don't judge me. It's delicious. Empty. Practically empty. There's nothing there. There was hardly any food, so I can't just fill it up all at once either. I'm doing it little by little. On all these little things I showed you, I spent, well, it's a lot of things. I spent 28.67. I think it's pretty good. Since I've been living alone, I spend less on food and I'm also eating pretty healthy. For example, I don't buy any sweets, no sodas, that kind of stuff. I never buy those ever. Usually, every time I go shopping, it comes out to around 20-something, 30-something. And well, today I came to buy them. The fruits and vegetables, I buy them somewhere else. Not so much at the supermarket, but more like at a fruit shop. I mean, they even sell this thing that in Cuba is called quimbombo, and we eat it a lot. It's originally from Africa or something like that, but I've never seen it. I just found the guava paste we love from Cuba. Well, they sell a lot of things and here they give you like a little basket. Same with the little bags. It's a small place, but it has a lot of little things and vegetables. Look at these plantains. These are the ripe ones I mentioned for frying like we eat in Cuba, and I love them. They also sell carrots, squash, well, a lot of things, and I really like the quality here much more than at the supermarket. I bought the clams at Mercadona since I hadn't planned to come here, but ended up coming because I was craving ripe plantains and wanted some vegetables. And I don't know if I should buy another avocado. I might end up losing it. I bought the little things I was going to buy. I bought some tomatoes. 3 tomatoes, because tomatoes are like my favorite salad. I just love eating tomatoes all the time. Great for breakfast on toast or as a lunchtime salad. 2 ripe bananas, and because I think there were 4 potatoes as we say in Cuba. And all this for the modest price of 4.31. My love, how cheap really. Now I'm going to show you one of a Cuban's favorite lunches. A Cuban can't go without rice, you already know that. One of my favorite lunches is rice with fried eggs. This time I made myself 2 fried eggs. I cover them like this so they cook well. When I got back from the gym, I was really hungry and served myself rice with eggs. And a bit of plantain. A Cuban can't be without it. Very Caribbean. See, my egg with plantain looks like a happy face. We'll top it with avocado to make it tastier and healthier. And this was my lunch today. Now let's go do the Thursday shopping. Look, I really like these pumpkin creams. They're very good and taste pretty natural to me. I'm going to get more eggs. I usually buy a dozen, these 12. Because I eat a lot of eggs. Now that I'm going to the gym, ham section, I love it. Let's see, I used to buy those that are already packaged, but it's not the same quality. These are much better quality, so now I buy these. Well, let's check the price. Let's see how it is. This one costs, oh my god, I'll go for the cheaper ones. These little blue ones are a bit cheaper.
The difference is that this one is Reserva and this one is Cibo.
Which is better, the Cibo Iberico? Obviously it's this one. I don't mind, I'll take this one. I like it too. Look, $4.42. Besides the little cheeses, I almost always buy this one. Philadelphia is my favorite. Well, always. I also buy a lot of chicken. It's the meat I buy the most. I'm going to take this one, these skinless chicken thighs this time. Because as you know, eggs are protein for the gym. Chicken and most meats are also high in protein. I mean, I buy a lot more now, like chicken and fish. But you know, pork doesn't really catch my attention anymore, nor does beef. No, I don't really crave that flavor anymore. I like fish and chicken much more. That's what I buy the most. When it comes to rice, the one I've been buying the most lately is this parboiled one. I used to buy frozen things here, but honestly, I don't buy any of this anymore. It doesn't appeal to me. I much prefer to prepare natural foods. I'm going to grab a pack of these chickpeas. I love them and they last me a long time. And I also buy a lot of this tuna, of course, the natural kind. I really like it and I also give it to Phoebe sometimes so she can eat it with a little rice. Now, in this dairy section, well, I really like buying yogurts. I'm not drinking much milk anymore. And I really like these ones. These flavors that are like probiotics, which are really good for digestive health. I really like this fruit one, and the other day I tried, let's try this pineapple one since I haven't had it in a while. And well, let's grab a ginger tea here because our throats aren't feeling well. And well, in the bread section, I'm buying this one, which is like a natural whole wheat bread. Supposedly, it doesn't have as many preservatives. And I like it. Yes, don't judge me. These are things that are just personal preferences that I've acquired and changed. I mean, I don't buy regular sliced bread. I like this one, and I've kind of gotten used to it. And honestly, I feel like I've had a lot of results since I started going to the gym. And things like this give me pretty good results, at least for me. You don't have to follow me, I'm just sharing my purchase. Here's a tip. If you want your house to always smell good, I always buy this one. This smells like clean laundry, and when you spray it around your house or bathroom, it smells amazing. I love it. And from these air fresheners, the ones that are like little sticks with a scent, I always get the raspberry one and it gives the house a really nice smell. Here in this section, which is for cleaning bathrooms, I'm buying this one. This is the Descala. It cleans the bathroom really well. I like it a lot. I nearly always buy this detergent. It's used for both white and colored clothes and isn't very expensive. What about fabric softeners? I really like this one. It smells like a spa. It just smells so clean to me. I love it. Look, yucca, I love it. I have to buy some yucca to make at home. And well, now I've done the bigger shopping. I feel I let myself down with my opening comment in the video. Is it really true? Every week I spend between 20 and 30 euros each time I do a little shopping. But now I was silly there. I take myself in the car to buy more little things. These are things I buy once a month. They're like the things that are heavier, that have more weight, and I can't carry them by myself. So I didn't spend between 20 and 30 euros anymore. I spent much more. Previously, shopping while standing, I spent 70 or 80 euros weekly. Now I spend just 20 or 30 because I don't even eat that much. But since I made a really big purchase, you'll see how much I spent. Trash bags, these last me for months. I bought a box of prawns. This is pretty expensive, and honestly, I buy it. One day, once, months, once every 3 months, 3. Subscribe to Aaron. Once the steamer, I have breakfasts next. Washing my clothes little by little, and they last me a really long time is so... Ham, yes, I buy it every week. I do buy this every week because I can't go without ham here. The little bread I told you about, I also buy this Well, it runs out pretty quickly. Every time I run out, I go and buy it. Maybe twice a week, I get this little bread. More avocados. I bought avocados at the beginning of the video in the other shopping trip I did, but I eat a lot of vegetables. I already ate the avocados in 3 days, so I bought 2 more avocados. I always buy some fruit, so I got some grapes that I love. Ginger tea to help my throat, and honey too, since I had run out. It also lasts me a bunch of months. I bought this fabric softener, and this also lasts me months. And all of this gives me a scent. This one like a spa, and this one like clean clothes. I don't know, I feel like my house smells like a hotel. I love broccoli. There are people who hate broccoli, but I like broccoli. This gives the house a really nice smell. I bought this to clean the bathroom and purchase it about once a month. The tuna, 3 tomatoes. I eat tomatoes often. I mean literally on toast, for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner. I go through this in 2 days. I bought this pumpkin cream for a little lunch or maybe a dinner. I add a bit of cheese to it and it turns into a really delicious cream soup. I bought these little yogurts. This one is forest fruits and this one is pineapple. I've never tried this one before, but this one is one of my favorites. I'm not buying milk. I don't have milk with coffee for breakfast anymore because milk makes me bloated, so I'm choosing yogurts instead. I know that the flavored ones have more sugar. It's better to have the plain one, but I don't like the plain one. I usually don't like the taste, but I like this one. I bought this paella for dinner today. You might say you don't cook anymore, I cook for you, but today I was busy, so I bought this. And it's really tasty, the food they make at Mercadona. I'm telling you, it's really good. And these skinless chicken thighs, I don't like the skin. And the Mercadona bag, well, I keep it up there. And now we're going to organize everything. I mean, look, all this mess over here. Let's get organized. But I'm going to tell you how much I spent on this shopping trip, which is pretty big. Like I said, it's my biggest shopping trip of the whole month. I get the receipt in my email. Let me check. Okay, on this shopping trip, I spent 30.22 euros, but that's only once a month that I spend about that much. And for it to be so many things, I think it's pretty good. Like I said, my expenses have gone down a lot. When it comes to shopping, now that I'm living alone, obviously I buy a lot fewer things, but I cover all the expenses myself. So it's just not the same anymore. I don't know if you understand, but before, everything, even more, was shared. Now that I'm alone, I carry everything, even if it's less, and really feel it. As I said, nothing is impossible in life. I'm making a big effort to talk to you because I literally can't speak. I hope you found this video interesting and that you liked it. I'm sending you a big kiss, and I'll see you next Friday with a new little video. Love you all. Please like and subscribe. Bye. Let's get organized.